this church. Come experience the Lord for yourself. Come experience the Lord for yourself. FWBC. Come experience the Lord for yourself.
That is why it is so important for you to process your past and come to understand those defining moments in your experience, because you do understand that defining moments can have confining consequences. You may want to tweet that. I'm dropping shout bombs on y'all. In a real sense, all of us have defining moments. I don't care who you are. You are who you are. You think the way you think. Relate to people the way you relate to people because of what you've been through. And for some of us, what we have been through ain't quite through with us. Oh, Freddie Haynes, you preaching. And with that being the case, my brothers and sisters, Tyrese grew up in that kind of dysfunctional climate, but had the wisdom to go inward and give his life to Christ. And by faith in Jesus Christ and connecting with the right people, he wrote a book and entitled that book, How to Get Out of Your Own Way. I'm feeling that right there, because every now and then we've got to stop and do internal inventory to make sure that we are not standing in our way. No wonder Jesus said, why are you tripping over the splinter in somebody else's eye and you got a huge beam in your own eye? You need to get rid of that beam instead of worrying about somebody else's splinter. Am I talking to somebody yet? Oh, I see y'all not feeling this. I've discovered something, preachers, and that is, if you want to get some cheap amens, make sure you preach about what the person next to the person is hearing, because as long as I'm preaching about somebody else's issues and somebody else's sins, then you're going to get your shout on. But don't let me bowl down your alley and get into your stuff, then all of a sudden you ain't feeling the preacher today. But I got to go ahead and tell it like a TI is. And so watch this. In a real sense, you understand that the Carnival cruise ship Triumph, it now is stuck like shut. It cannot do what it wants to do because something is wrong on the inside. Y'all still not getting this. Let me quote Jay-Z. Jay-Z said, I'm losing myself. I'm stuck in the moment. I look in the mirror, my only opponent. Don't you feel that right there? Hova is saying, when I really break it down, I look in the mirror. I'm the one that's against me. I'm the one that's holding me down. I'm the one that's jacking me up. I'm the one that lets myself. Why y'all playing like y'all not getting this? Is there anybody, do I have some real folk in here who can look back over your life and say, they did that to me, but I allowed them to. I made that choice. I made that mistake. I'm the one that messed up. And my brothers and sisters, the Carnival cruise ship is now stuck like shuck. Here it is. It is paralyzed at sea. It is immobilized. It can't do what it wants to do. It illustrates what my late mentor, Manuel Scott Sr., sagaciously suggested when he declared, and don't miss this, life's greatest tragedy is to already be where you are going. That's where the Carnival cruise ship is. It's not going to get where it intended to go, because where it is where it is going. It is paralyzed, and somebody is in church today and you are paralyzed. Where you are is where you were going. Where you have been is where you are, and because where you have been is where you are, where you were going is where you have been, because where you were going is where you are. And my brothers and sisters, that is what is going on in too many lives. We are paralyzed. We are limited, incarcerated by our own internal issues. But let's go back to that ship, because we further discovered that the ship, don't miss this, is paralyzed because the system failed. It was systemic failure. And you recognize, my brothers and sisters, that systemic failure will cause you to be where you are going. A systemic failure will cause you, in a real sense, to not become all that you can become. You do recognize we live in a nation where over and over again the system fails us. The system fails our children in school, who go to school already with insufficient support, but then when they get to school, they have to deal with a system that desperately suspends or expels young African Americans 4 times more than it does young whites. Does it make sense to you, or are we simply saying, because that statistic is not for high school, I'm talking about pre-K? You mean to tell me that while in pre-K they are so bad because they are black that you are going to expel them instead of trying to recognize learning differences, because there is a difference in learning styles in kids? Kids don't always learn the same way, and some kids, watch this, whose skin has been kissed by nature's sun, they are right-brained. That simply means they grow up relating, and they don't just learn with objects and figures, they learn with relationships. And that is why black kids like to have a relationship with the teacher. And y'all not feeling me, but I see some of y'all right now. You did your best work in classes where you could feel the teacher, and you felt that the teacher could feel you. Why? Because we all learn different, and different does not make you deficient. Preach, Freddie. I just see you.